reality, truth, facts. These words often shimmer with the aura of objectivity. But do we truly see the world as it is, or only as we are? The uncomfortable but deeply human answer is this. We don't experience reality itself, but rather our perception of it. And that perception shapes our thoughts, our choices, our actions, ultimately, our entire life. If you're already intrigued and want to dive deeper into how your mind edits the world you think you live in, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss what's coming next. Perception isn't just sensory processing. It's a creative act, an internal film editor that cuts and color grades raw reality using our memories, expectations, emotions, and beliefs. Two people can live through the exact same event, and one will call it trauma while the other sees it as opportunity. Why? Because perception isn't passive. It's interpretation. The brain is a benevolent manipulator. It fills in gaps, simplifies chaos, speeds things up, not to trick us, but to help us survive. That was useful on the savannah, but in the complexity of the modern world, this shortcutting often leads us astray. Cognitive biases, mental glitches baked into our operating system, run the show without us even noticing. Confirmation bias makes you notice only what supports what you already believe. Negativity bias makes bad experiences hit harder than good ones. Self-serving bias whispers that your successes are your own, but failures? Someone else's fault. Anchoring bias locks your mind onto the first number you hear. And the framing effect? The exact same fact can seem totally different depending on how it's framed. If you've ever felt like your thoughts tricked you, hit that like button and share this video with someone who might need this kind of mental clarity right now. We like to think our decisions are rational. In truth, most of them are driven by perception, emotion, and unconscious bias. Daniel Kahneman described it well. Our brain has a fast system and a slow system. The fast system reacts. The slow system rationalizes afterward. You think you chose that product with logic? Likely, your gut picked it, and your mind just came up with excuses. In politics, it's not the policies. It's the tone of voice, the posture, the smile. That's perception at work. Culture, too, shapes perception. What you call normal might be absurd in another society. This isn't good or bad, it's learned. Your idea of success, your sense of logic, your morality, all rooted in cultural perception. The world you perceive isn't the world. It's your version of it. And this isn't just philosophy. It has real-world consequences. In mental health, in relationships, in how we experience joy or suffering. Practices like gratitude, optimism, and mindfulness aren't just self-help fluff. They're ways of consciously recalibrating your perception. Cognitive behavioral therapy? It's basically mental lens cleaning, helping you see more clearly what's actually there. Perception is power, but with that power comes responsibility. And like any tool, it can be used well or badly. The first step is awareness. You distort. We all do. That's not a flaw. It's how the mind works. So pause. Ask yourself, is this really true? Could there be another way to see this? Seek out opposing views. Step outside your echo chamber. Don't rush every decision. Sometimes giving your slow brain a voice is the smartest move. And most of all, ask, what would happen if I saw this differently? Because the world isn't what it is. It's what you see it to be. And what you see shapes you back. Perception is not just a filter. It is an act of creation. You are the artist of your own reality. So use your brush wisely. And if this video helped you shift your lens, drop a comment below. What's one bias you've caught yourself falling for lately? And while you're here, turn on notifications. Because trust me, we've only scratched the surface.